we live? Hello, hello, hello. Hey guys, what is up? This is Olivia Igwe coming live from London. I know I said 9 o'clock and then I didn't realize that it was actually a little bit different. But anyways, we are live. If you guys are watching on the replay, drop me a hash or drop us a hashtag style. I am so excited to have today Xiomara with me. We are talking on the BUDU podcast, so you'll be also able to listen to this on the podcast too at some point. But so excited to talk about her journey in network marketing, also being a realtor, working with her husband, and only has been in the network marketing space for like the last year and a half. My love, thank you to the show.
Thank you. Thank you so much for inviting me, Olivia. It's so good to see you and just have this face-to-face connection. You are gorgeous, beautiful. My goodness. So I'm just very excited. I really am a true believer that everything happens for a reason. And I just need you to know that you are an answered prayer. So I thank you for this opportunity. And I'm just excited to see where it leads. So thank you. Thank you again for having me.
Oh, I'm so excited. Thank you so much, love. First of all, I just want to say that we actually don't know we don't know really, both of us. Like we connected through Jessie Lee, Boss Lee, also, who is #1 in network marketing, but a serial entrepreneur. And I just want to say I'm so grateful for you reaching out, because I reached out a couple of weeks ago, or was it a couple of months ago before Christmas, just, wanting to put a podcast together. And you, my love, were one of the first people to say, yeah, I don't know what it is, but we just jump into fear. So I just want to thank you and the conversations that we've had, and prayed over Jessie Lee for yesterday for her surgery that she went through. I mean, and when we say, when women and men come together and the prayer of words are so powerful, I swear it absolutely is. And regardless of what, Jessie Lee has gone through, etc., and she's absolutely healthy, but just you and I'm just so excited to see your journey. So tell me, who are you, my love, for people that don't know or seeing you on the page? Because first of all, you guys don't know, but it's her first time going live, and her first time going live on what also network marketing has brought her. So, my love, take it away. Who are you? What have you been into?
So I'm Xiomara Lowery, and people call me Xio for short. So Xiomara Lowery is my brand, and I have multiple businesses under Xiomara Lowery. So I am in the real estate space with my husband, Jacob Lowery. We are a team with Home Smart Realty. And then in addition to that, we have a bounce house company, which is local to us, which is 856 Bounce, with another family. So we also, I'm also in the health and wellness space with TLC. I'm a TLC distributor, and that's been my baby. That's like the one that I'm birthing. I feel like at this moment, that's my health and wellness space, and I've been with TLC as a distributor for about a year and a half. I started on July 28th of 2021. So just having this mind shift of I can be in multiple places. Yeah. And I can grow and apply that to my brand. So Xiomara is the same with TLC. Xiomara is the same with Home Smart. Xiomara is the same with 856 Bounce. And I'm the same in my full-time gig, because right now I am in reality in my full-time job, and I do my businesses on the side, giving them the TLC, the attention and details that they need, and growing as a person so I can be a better provider and server to others. So there's a whole lot going on under my name, but basically the heart of me, what makes me to my core, is that integrity piece, and that piece that I really want to serve. At whatever capacity I can, I'm here to serve and be, better at what I'm working on, whatever project it is.
And I love that you're saying that, because it really is truly integrity. And it's something that I think people don't always get, that us as women, we always started with, starting a job, and then throughout our life or careers or human beings, we could say, we've altered it. We have not wanted to be, for example, me being a stylist. I did not want to be a stylist, but I could incorporate it into my brand now, that I didn't have back in, or that I did have it back in the day. But I'm not just a stylist. I'm not just an image consultant. And I love that you're bringing the integrity of being, a TLC a distributor, but also being a realtor, because you're going to have different people that you can serve at different levels. So it feels like it's more of an octopus octopus game, in the sense that, you're not changing one side or the other. You're the same person, but people can either come for you for service or they can come for you on product. Now, in network marketing, which I found, and how did you get into it? Like, what made you do network marketing like now? Why not a couple of years ago? Or yeah, tell me.
No one has given me the opportunity. So I had been invited to mixers, but it never really extended anything past the mixer. So I started following, I would purchase a Bob Proctor program at the beginning of 2021, I want to say 2020 might have been, and he was promoting a book that he had, I guess someone that was under his coaching program, and so I was following her on Instagram. She was on an article of Forbes for network marketing, and she was like a great, she was like in the millions. But one of the things I noticed, it was like a circle picture, and I remember to this day, was that I kept seeing the same network marketing company repeated like 5 times with 5 different women. It was TLC. So then my focus was off of the particular woman I was following, and it was on this other company that I kept seeing repeated in this one Forbes magazine. It was Stormy Wellington, Anna Cantera. It was Nicole.
Nicole Smith or something.
Right, exactly. So I was like, what is going on over there that all these women are being celebrated and holding such a great rank? So then I zone in on Anna Cantera being Latina. I said, what is it that she has? That she's in a Dominican Republic and she's so successful. So I started following Anna Cantera, and it was about 6 months into her mindset and pouring in that I thought to myself, if she can do it, I can do it too. So it was borrowing on her belief at the time that I was like, you know what? I'm going to do this.
And I love that. That's so beautiful, because but it's funny because nobody recruited you.
No.
Nobody asked you like anything or asked you like if you were interested, which is beautiful, because network marketing, when people say, yeah, but there's no, it's a market that's saturated. It's a market that, everybody talks about. But in fact, look at you. You're the proven pie that you were looking for something through Bob Proctor. And funny enough, Bob Proctor has been in different network marketing companies, but you found what resonated with you and found your person. Because you could have joined Nicole Smith, you could have joined Stormy Wellington, but you decided to join Anna, right? And she speaks your language because there's a way of speaking, and you as a brand shows that you can actually do that too, which is so beautiful, because that is the key and goes down back to branding. And this will bring straight away to Jessie Lee. What made you, because if you guys don't know, Jessie Lee Bosley is #1 in network marketing, and she put out her coaching program, even though, she's raised millions in her own company, but decided to give back. What made you jump into that? And why not, continue going with Anna, even though I'm sure maybe, I don't know, is she your direct upline?
Correct. She is. Anna Cantera is my direct upline. With Anna, a lot of the trainings, she has all platforms, trainings every day, but her trainings are primarily in Spanish, where my customers are primarily in English. So I was looking for tools that I can already use that were made up and applied to my current business. So with Jessie Lee, she came up on one of my TikTok feeds, and I thought, "Ooh, who's this funky woman? I like it." So there was just something about her that really resonated with me, and I started following her. And I started following her on Instagram, and I saw that she was hosting an event with her Empire group right in my backyard. And that would have been when I showed up my first event. And the crazy thing with that is that I was direct messaging her before I arrived. And when I arrived to this event, I'm thinking in my mind, like, these mega, millionaires and these big, to do like big time names in these companies would never have the time of day to really interact with anyone that's visiting. They're kind of going up there, the keynote speakers, and then they're gone. But no, she was like taking pictures of the girls, like their setup, and she was encouraging, and she was warm, and she was up in the front, and she was mingling. And I walked up to her and I said, "Can I take a picture with you?" And this is what really got me with Jessie Lee. I said, "Can I take a picture with you?" And she said, "Sure." And I said, "I'm Xiomara." She said, "Oh, I know." And I was like, whoa, who am I in this space? Like small fry. I'm at this event that she flew in for. It was just minutes away from me, that she would give me the time of day with a warm smile, and allow me to like be approachable, for me to even feel comfortable enough to ask for a picture, and
Wow.
then for me to say, I'm Xiomara. She's like, oh, I know you've been popping a lot on my feed, she said, so of course I'm gonna study to see who you are. And I'm thinking, oh my. So and it was like, I took a person with me, a good friend of mine, and we were late, and I remember being so upset that one of my things was like, I want to be there on time, but it started late, and I had these two seats right in front. So I literally was like captivated by her whole keynote speech that she had that day, her big topic on branding and it being your business, and you can do this. And again, that belief being passed on, that energy being passed on, that once I left there, I was like, you know what, I'm working this business. There's no shame in this. I'm a realtor. I work in education, and now I provide solutions to people's problems. Like, I'm all of it, and that's okay. There's no shame with that.
Yeah, I think there's been such a big thing on, well, back in the day, I don't know if because I've been in the game for a while. So when back in the day, it was like, I don't know, I don't have my product with me, but it would always be like, for example, the pen, like, this is my product, but I'm not showing you, like, I'm moving it all around, but you can't see it. Whereas today, it's like, well, I would recommend the earrings or, the glasses that I gave to you, without, look, you can get it. And if it resonates, great. And that's the beauty of it. And I love how another leap of faith of just going up to Jessie Lee and asking her like for a photo and her just saying yes. And I know it sounds cheesy, but when you see people that have done what you aspire to do, I think the most beautiful part of us women, and we're so gifted, is having empathy. And not a lot of people tend to have that. And I think that's why we're here to elevate the game in being okay and saying, hey, look, we're jumping on a call. Like you're in wellness in TLC. I'm in Fitline PM, which is nothing, both are wellness games, but we can both serve our communities in the right way. And with, what is it called? Of course, I can't figure out the word, but with so much empathy and so much respect for both of us, because you're teaching something that maybe I can learn from. And, maybe you'll be hearing something that you're like, I guess I could do that too. So tell me, now that you have the tools of, recommending, of, using products, how have you been able to incorporate in your brand? What are the couple of things? Because you did say that your main struggle was mindset.
Correct.
Do you want to talk about that? What, by doing the work in network marketing on yourself, what have you also learned with Jessie Lee? Because this is like, you're paying extra for coaching. Some people will probably say, but that's nuts. Like, why are you paying extra on top of like what you're doing? And you're not even getting paid yet, or you are, but like not, 6-7 figures. Why?
So with me, attending Jessie Lee's event really was like a mind shift for me. So after that, I came home and I was kind of like just bringing everything, goal planning and figuring it out. Like, what do I need to do? What areas of me do I need to improve to be better at my business, to show up in a different, in a different way? And one of the things that I learned was that I'm already listening to people. And people need help. They need, whether it be a product, whether it be a listening ear, whether it be an opportunity. And so as I'm listening, I'm thinking like, okay, so I'm realizing this person feels really tired. Maybe they might benefit from the multivitamin that has worked for me for a year and a half. Or, maybe this person is thinking about buying a house soon in the market, and they're just asking for an opinion or an up-to-date analysis on what's going on in the local area. So it's just basically being an active listener, really following up with people, and just bringing whatever I have available in my toolbox and being of service to them in a way that's not intimidating, in a way that's not like, what can
Hey, like, buy my stuff, right?
genuine, in a genuine way, in a
Yeah.
caring way, and then just letting them know that in the future, if they need me for whatever area of life, that I'm here, I'm approachable, I'm an open book, and they can trust me. Trust is a big thing.
Yeah, you said trust, and also being better in business, what does that mean to you? Like, why do you want to be better in business?
So for me, being better in business is if that's my craft, I want to master it. So in our coaching class recently, we were talking about being not the smartest in the classroom, about bringing something to the table and sitting in a table that maybe normally you wouldn't feel comfortable sitting in. But it's okay to be like that awesome person in your small pond, right? But getting uncomfortable and being in those rooms and paying for events and paying for coaches. So being a better person, working on me so that I can make my business better, so that I do become that person that people think of automatically when there's that area in their life that they're needing help with, of service. Quality is huge.
Yeah, and I love what you're saying, because even in a small pond of where you are, the fact that maybe they could have never reached Jesse Lee, right? Or whoever. But meeting you, they could have maybe had that ripple effect of, I don't know, taking care of their life, or, not having to live on the edge or paycheck to paycheck. So you can be that person that can open their mindset to also then introducing them to Jesse Lee and to all the other people that you love listening to. But had you not, it's like the ripple effect. I see this, and I think that's why you're so powerful, and I can't wait to see your growth, because it's like that little raindrop that falls in the water. You're that, and then you will do the ripple effect, so then the others also will have. And that's so beautiful, because that means that you're such a serving heart, which is what the title of what you have, which is so beautiful, because it is, you really are a serving heart, and you have a heart of gold. And tell me, you said serving others. Who are your people? Who are you talking to?
When I say serving others, I basically have surrounded myself around like-minded people. I've been very intentional with being in the arena with people who are that are active, that are taking massive action. So my circle and group has changed. It's a lot. It's global. Look at you. You're in London, and they're just people that I'm more focused on spending more time and energy around people that are growing and learning with me. And so that has become my little niche right now.
I love it. So my next question would be, what has network marketing brought to you since the last year? What are the things that you did not have a year ago that cannot be bought?
I'm not gonna cry. So when I was following Anna Quintera a year and a half ago, I had lost my mom to cancer, and I lost her 4 months. It was a quick thing, and I was broken. Ooh, I was so broken. I resigned from my full-time job. And there was just something about seeing her take her last breath. When I left the hospital room, there was like something changed, like there was this obligation to grow up. I had mom, and I was there's three, and I was the only girl. So to mommy, I was her baby because I was her only girl. We would walk through the stores hand in hand. She didn't care. I didn't care. I was Sio, I was Xiomara to her. I was her baby. So when I left, I was like, I can no longer stay comfortable. I, as a person, need to do better. I need to grow. I need to help. Like, I guess that's where the big servant part was. There were women that were washing her hair when it was matted up, and she, like just people that gathered around, and I wanted to be that person for other people, that are going through it, whether it's finding themselves or the lack of belief. So Anna poured into me, and I thought, I'm way overweight. It was almost 200 pounds. I had stepped out of the job because I was broken. So I was working on me. So TLC gave me this vehicle to have a life again, to recharge me, to find me again, to love me, to give my body nutrients, to find a multivitamin, a detoxing tea, to get rid of all the junk and junk food and things that I found a comfort in, and just to start walking and then listening to to Spotify, to podcasts, to people, that are talking about positive things and about not giving up and pushing through. So network marketing for me has just opened up doors to grow, to get my life back, and to be able to pour this energy and this want to serve others. It gave me like another layer that it refueled that fire that I had before my mom passed.
Wow.
Sorry, it's heavy.
No, I mean,
Heavy.
of course, like, I don't know you, but I mean, I don't, not that I don't know you, but I don't know your past before. But that's, you know what, that's the beauty. And I want to thank you for sharing that, because it takes courage to share. It takes courage to show up. It takes courage to share your story. But I believe now I understand why a year ago, that breath of air from your mom, that last one, was giving you hope. So passing the torch onto you to be able to help your people into their future. And I just want to thank you so much for sharing that, because it's so deep. And that really shows the mission that you really are on. And you said hope, growth, which is something that you can't buy, and freedom, right? Freedom to be you.
Absolutely.
I love that. So, what does freedom mean to you?
Freedom to me is the opportunity to be where I want to be, the flexibility to allow me the time to be more present as a parent, as a wife, to reach more, because right now I'm full time, so I'm within, school class buildings. Freedom to me would be the ability to move about more, to be where I want to be, and not have to worry about, having overhead, watching me come in and come and go. So freedom to me is just the ability to be able to grow without walls, without limitations, to be able to reach a bigger audience.
I love that.
And to be able to serve in a bigger capacity.
Yeah. I love the you said freedom, was it the freedom of getting out of those closed walls? I think you said something, or that's what I saw in my mind. And that's so beautiful to see at your age, at your, breakthrough moment, because there is no age to get that breakthrough. It just takes a jump and a leap of faith. And that's literally what you did. And I want to congratulate you on that one.
Thank you.
So tell me, love, now that you, yeah, you're frozen. Are you there? You can still hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Now that because you talked about the mindset shift, you talked about how have you incorporated branding into what you've learned with Jessie Lee and the network marketing space? As then, like, things that just gave you aha moments that you're like, oh man, I can do that too.
The fact that I can be me and still wear multiple hats. For instance, like right now we're having this live, and there was for the longest time this part of me that was, excuse me, almost ashamed to be like, oh, I'm also in the health, arena, and I'm also in the real. Because I had limited beliefs and thinking, I thought that people may judge me as, oh, I thought she was doing real estate. Oh, she's sailing now. She's in the products. Well, like, is she confused? To me, I'm like, now I'm realizing that I'm just allowing myself to have the opportunity to grow and to be able to apply my gifts and talents into different types of businesses. The fact that it is okay to be Xiomara Lowery, wear multiple hats, and grow in each part of the businesses that I'm a part of, that's okay. And that aha moment came on a very last call that we had. That's a recent aha moment, which has brought me here. Like I was telling you, like my biggest prayer lately has been, how can I bring all of my brands together? And then it wasn't until Jessie Lee was saying, I'm Jessie Lee, but I'm also this, that, and the third, and you can be too.
Yeah. It's the fact of saying, this is me. Mm-hmm. This is what I offer. I have various different things. Like it or not. That's
Right.
fine. But you get to come to me for various different things. And I think that's what network marketing has had such a bad rep back in the day for that. But today, we truly are a brand that, if we truly are honest, is one of the highest paid skills. It's one of the toughest ones because you're working on all personalities, how to talk to a client, how to recruit someone. I mean, when people say they don't like recruiting, but when you're a realtor, you got to recruit, I don't know, maybe someone for like a cleaning lady, or even when you have looking after the kids, you need also an assistant. So you need to recruit somebody. So in any way, shape, or form, it's still recruiting. It's just different levels, different layers, which have you grow on different, perspective. Because when you join network marketing, you're joining an opportunity, but you got to work on yourself. It's like weeding out everything that you've been taught, those limiting beliefs back in the day. But if you stay on the trail and you keep on growing and you keep on learning and you keep on having faith that this is a better way, and regardless, working on your craft, getting better, showing up, and showing also to the world that you can do it too, just like you changed. And I mean, I won't say you changed, but you evolved in only a year and a half. And then anybody that's listening to this podcast, reach out to Xio, because she has that gift that nobody else has, and she's been through it. So if she's been able to transform in literally a year and a half, what would you do? I know sometimes people say, oh, but it'll take me, it could take me 10 years, whatever. Yeah, but never, I think it's Tony Robbins. He says, never underestimate what you could do in a year than in 5 years or something like that. Because even in the couple of months that we've been with Jessie Lee and her program, we've grown so much. I don't know if you've had friends that have told you, I see you're more assertive, or I don't know if you've had any feedback. I know I have had a few, even though I've been working on myself and evolving, there comes a different level of like energy and stamina, and knowing that I actually don't care what you think much about me. You either love me or you don't. You either sit on the sidelines or you join me. And I'm okay with that, because I think that's one thing that I'm thinking now is our abundance mindset. We know exactly where we're heading, and we exactly know what it will take to get there, which is so beautiful. So as we're wrapping up here, I know we're not a lot in our community of like, probably would say mixed race, people of color, or I don't know what people want to call it. I'm just like, a rainbow of people. Why do you think that is?
I think that what people think is truly a reflection of them. And I think that sometimes it's due to lack of understanding. Maybe it's paradigms that they have that they didn't realize that they have, that no longer serve them, that they might not even realize they picked up, and not, having that recognition, that not recognizing that they carry that paradigm with them. So I never really thought like much more than that, but it gives me a drive and a fuel to show you. Oh, you think that of me? You have your conceived notions of what I am capable of. Well, let me show you. Wait and see. It's
Yeah.
just kind of what fuels me. I mean, I feel like with everything, Latina, grew up in a broken home. My parents divorced when I was a teenager. My dad got full custody of us, which was unheard of at the time. And he went through, a really hard time, because at that time, no women wanted to be with him, because they're like, oh, this dude, he took his kids away from his wife. What if, he were to do the same thing with me? And I feel, and then growing up from a very, very impoverished town, which is probably number one in the nationwide for drugs, and all of that stuff. Like when you Google Kensington, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, that's where I grew up at. High school, I never really took it seriously. College took me 7 years. A 4-year college degree took me 7 years, because I didn't have the quality of education like other, opportunities. So For me, things have been a little hard, but I truly believe that, like, I don't know if it was just as they were saying, like the bigger, the wider, the pain that,
The bigger the bound, the bigger the fall, the bigger the bound.
exactly, the bounce, right? So for me, it's been a whole lot of testimonies to that degree. So I don't really worry about the noise, and I don't focus on too much on what you're thinking of me, because what you're thinking of me is none of my business, and that gives me peace.
I love that. I love that. And on that note, I think you just like wrapped it up in such a beautiful way. I absolutely love it. It truly is. It's the reflection of what others will definitely think of you. And when you talked about paradigm, I'm like, yep, you listen to Bob Proctor and you're probably working on it every single day. But so beautiful to see somebody that has decided, even though sticks and stones and things have not worked out, and there is no perfect time in joining an opportunity. It comes from when you decide.
Right.
And I think I was listening to a podcast. Decide comes from the word decipher. Cipher means just like cutting a lane on the sand. And you decided to jump that line on the sand of like, I'm not wanting to live that old self, that old me that did not represent me and for so many years. And then you decided to just jump onto the other side and say, hey, look, this is maybe the new me. This is the evolution of me. Join me. And I love it. And taking care of your health, because that's the number one thing. There's two things you cannot get in life, is time and health. And I'm so excited to see where you're going to head. So my love, thank you so much for today. I can't wait to do another one at some point. If you do come to London, do tell me.
Yes.
But, yeah, where can the people find you? I'll put it in the show notes also for people like on because they'll be on Spotify and Apple and all that stuff. But where can the people find you?
So under Xiomara Lowery on Facebook, and then Instagram Lowery _Xiomara. So Lowery.Xiomara. It's just my last name and then first name on Instagram. So you type in my name, you'll find me on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook.
Woo! Yeah. I love it. My love, thank you so much, guys. Thank you for tuning in. If this resonated and you want to reach out to Xiomara, absolutely do. If there's anything that we can help out, absolutely. If this resonated with you and, either you want to join her or me, absolutely, that's fine. But you know what? I think this just reminds you to be you and to do you. So as I usually say, be you, do you. The world does not dictate who you are, but you dictate the world. Guys, have a beautiful evening. If this resonated, do share it with a friend. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Talk to you guys later.